Alright boys, here we are. So we are out here in front of the Firelands, as you can see here. This is of course an older raid, so there's two mounts that come out of this run. So off of Elizazor you get the Flame Talon of Elizazor, and then off of Ragnaros you can get the Smoldering Egg of Belgaris. So as you can see, I have both of them here. This is the ground mount, this is the flying mount here. So we're going to show you how to do the full run top to bottom. That way you don't get lost or confused anywhere in there. So let's go ahead and get this done. Let's see. Let's have us a run through. There we go. So usually the way I do this run is I'll pull mobs on my way to the first boss, because basically you have to clear a certain portion of this room in order to get one of the bosses to come out. So it just kind of speeds that process up for you a little bit. Come on. There we go. So we're going to go up here to the left here, and this will take us around to the first boss. I usually always go this direction. There is another way that you can do it. I might put up a video doing it the other way as well, that way you can see both ways, but this is the way I usually do it. I'm not usually in too big of a hurry. The other way is kind of a shortcut, so but I'll show you how to do both ways. There we go. Oh, gotta kill these guys off. Pretty good idea. There we are. Come on. There we are. So, let's go right around here. Just follow it all the way around. Come right up here. Kill these guys off. Like so. Come on. There we are. So this is the first boss in here. Giant spider here. Sometimes you can one-shot him. He's still going to go up to the top, and then he'll drop back down. So just wait down here. You don't got to bother going up there and chasing him. He's already dead. He's coming back down. There we are. Give him one more little slap. Problem solved. Boom. So let's go ahead and continue. There we go. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and go over here, and we're going to kill the first boss that drops a mount here. So let's see. If you pull one of these guys by accident, go ahead and kill all of them all the way around. The reason for that is because if you don't, then you'll stay in combat the whole time and you won't be able to mount up. So it'll just get on your nerves. So go ahead and kill them. That way you're not in combat and you can rush your way through this. So this is where the first boss is, right? Right up here to the left. This is the one that drops the mount. So I'm going to show you a way to do this so that you can kind of speed up getting to the next boss as well. And this is kind of the same shortcut that you use on the other way of doing the run. This is just using it for one boss instead of the other. So there we go. Kill both of those guys. Problem solved. This guy standing up here, you're going to one-shot him as well. And then he's going to do a little RP event that's going to summon the boss. So you'll notice I don't have my fire shield up. The reason for that is because if the fire shield is up, the boss will kill herself as soon as she comes out. We don't want to do that. We want to let her fly for a second and drop some feathers. We'll collect the feathers, then we can kill her and move on to the next boss. You'll see why in a second. Come on. There we are. Isn't she beautiful? Ironically, she doesn't drop herself as a mount. She drops the ground mount version of it, but because I remember I was so excited when it dropped, I thought it was the big mount. Alright, so you see the feathers on the ground. Just going to pick the 3 of those up. Now we can kill her. And we're going to use those feathers to fly up here to the next boss. See, it just saves you some walking and saves you some time. And you have this for 20 seconds, so the other way is to use this to fly up to the spider instead of doing the walk around. Either way, it saves you some time, honestly. I just do it this way. For me, it seems faster. There we go. So he's dead. Go ahead and get back on here. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go around and kill enough of the mobs down on the bottom just to go ahead and summon the next boss, because you can't move on to Ragnaros until you kill all the bosses in this area. So you'll see what happens, though. It's fairly simple. There's not a whole lot to it. The biggest thing is just getting these guys to follow you. You have to walk straight through them or they won't aggro you. So see, like that, I walked right through him and he still didn't aggro me, so. Come on. There we go. So you'll see it says, sounds his horn in the distance, and now it's more urgent, and the next time he'll come out, so. Go. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go pull some of those mobs and bring them up here. That way we're standing there when the boss comes out. So you'll see here in a second. It doesn't take no time. So we'll just get a couple of these groups here. Like so. Shouldn't take a whole lot, honestly, because we're already pretty close to it, so. And so where the boss comes out is he comes walking out of this little door right here that leads to Ragnaros and the next boss. So I usually try to bring the mobs right here, that way I can just drop them and he walks out. Go ahead and get both of these guys as well. There you go. And there he is, Shannox. Okay, so now that Shannox is down, we can go right in here, we can kill this guy, and we can go straight over to Ragnaros. So, there's one other boss between us and Ragnaros, but still, yet again, nothing to it. We'll just blow past it here. So let's go ahead and move on. Now when you come past him, you have to click this little orb. That's what's going to actually activate the bridge to get across to Ragnaros. So you'll see here. Ain't it party? Alright, so here we go. There we go. So let's run across here. And once I start doing like achievement run videos and stuff like that as well, there's also a achievement that you can do in here that involves completing a few different achievements, and it's fairly easy to solo. It takes no time. Even the double orb one can be soloed, so I'll show you all that in the future. Let this guy come down here. We'll take him out. We're almost there, boys. There we go. Same rule applies as all the other dungeons. You don't have to loot the bosses if you don't want to. It'll mail you all the loot, so there's no point. Just keep on moving on. Try to get it as fastly as you can so you can keep doing. I used to do multiple mount runs a day. When I had time to play the whole day, I would do multiple runs a day for different mounts, just to increase my chances of some kind of success. So let's see, we're gonna go ahead, get this guy out the way. Down the stairs here, and there's Ragnaros there. Ragnaros fight is nothing as well. You just have to let a couple of his little RP things play out, and then he comes back out and you kill him, so nothing to it. So let's go ahead and kill these guys off. And you can loot them, see? They're down there, but I don't anymore because I don't really do these runs as much anymore. I used to run them for gold, mount, and transmog, everything, but I've gotten all the transmog at this point. And I've got the mounts now, of course, so I'm not in here as often anymore. But it is a quick gold grab. I mean, I think from this run, the average gold you'd get out of it was somewhere around 900 gold, and that's assuming you just vendored everything. You really don't have to worry about the mechanics of this run. I just kill him because I'm bored, but you really don't have to. It makes no difference. He's going to come right back out of the lava, and as soon as he's attackable again, you can finish him off. So there we go. Boom, done. And so that's the Firelands, guys. So it's a super easy run. It's super quick, not a whole lot to it. You can get 2 mounts out of this run, so it's a good run to do. You know, you got a double shot every time you come in here, and you can do it on every tune once a week. It is a raid, of course. You do have to run it on heroic, so just bear that in mind. But it's a super easy run, quick little mount grab, and really cool looking mounts, you know. So I appreciate y'all watching the video. I hope it helped you out. If it did, be sure and give me a like and subscribe on the channel. I'm trying to get these videos out as fast as I can. I appreciate all the love I've received so far, and y'all have a good time farming, and best of luck to you. See you next time.